Welcome YouTube. Today we're looking at Dwarven Heroes and what we've got in store for a wee 800 point force that I made. These are the heroes of that force, and we'll talk about the warriors in a different video. But these are the guys who I chose to sort of lead my Dwarven forces, and this is of course is DURINS FOLK. And I'll go over some of the paint jobs and the ideas and things like that I had, and yeah, I'll get into that now. So, first of all, we have everyone's favourite King's Champion. And there's two heralds. So the King's Champion is a really beastie hero. He has some really good stats. He gets the 2 flags, he gets the special rules, or he gets the +1 defense if they're by, and they're also banners too. So for the points that he is, he's really cool. I took some inspiration. My colour theme for this force was basically silver, golds, and blues, and of course reds. But the silver and reds was mainly for the warriors. Silver and blues was more for the heroes. And I'm pretty sure there's an edition of like the Khazad-dûm book or something where they give you alternative dwarven paints. How to paint them in a different style to the original way, which is I think like a greeny kind of color. But anyway, I had a bit of trouble. This is of course the Finecast version, and I had a bit of trouble. I accidentally cut off his, he's got these wee tabs on the end of his axes that go into his hands. I accidentally cut those off, so I had to drill his hands out and actually super glue those bits in. I also chopped off some of his plume, make it a wee bit more rigid, just for something different. And these guys here I went with sort of golden, silver banners, and they could be refined a wee bit more, but I went with that kind of red highlighting. So they're quite cool. And this is the second guy. I actually like this banner better because it doesn't have that wee thing at the top and it's a bit simpler. Yeah, so those are those guys. The hero's really good with their banners. I usually keep one with the King's Champion, and I send one off to help other guys. Sometimes if I'm getting desperate, I'll send them both off. Next down the line, who is my favourite Dwarven character out of this lot, which is Flurry. And Flurry has some really cool rules, so I've done some sort of war paint on him. He's got the red and the gold. He's got some white here, which I sort of super highlighted. I went kind of cartoony style with that because I've seen some white hair styles, but I didn't really like those, so I just went with that. His book actually has words on it, and he is, of course, the magic spellcaster of the Dwarven lot, and he's said to know. His book's got tales of enemies, battle tactics and things, so he knows things that happen in advance. So what he can do is, his special rule is that if he, if he can negate special abilities or special rules from your opposing player. So take for example the Shade with his -1 fight special ability. You can take that away with a will point. And so that's really handy to do, and they can't resist or anything like that. So you can get into some really funny situations where there's things which are quite hard to rule, like Gulliver's got a really funny rule. I'll let you look that up yourself, but we got into a funny situation with him, which was kind of leaving everyone going, don't really know what to do. So he's quite cool. Another good thing, all the new dwarfs, I played a guy Kieran, lovely guy, and he had the new dwarfs, the Iron Hills, and he had the chariot. So I took away the special ability of the chariot, which is, I think it's something like you get something on the charge, you get something silly. So I took away that ability, and that was really handy. Sort of forced him into a funny situation. But that's him. And again, he's more gold, and he's got the blues on there. He's got the eagle on the top. But he's my favourite Dwarven hero. Next along, we have Dane. Of course, who is quite popular in the new Dwarven armies. This is the old version of him, the old man version. And again, he's just got the royal sort of crest of the golds. He's got the blue cape, which makes him a wee bit different from everyone else. Really good character. I like him as quite a beastie, sort of a tanky hero. And he's always my leader, of course, because he's quite hard to kill. I think defense 9 or something like that. So pretty beastie, and he's not that good a fighter. He's only fight 5, but relatively good on the defense, so he's always a staple choice for the dwarfs. Balin, next one along, he is great, fight 6 and got all the goodies with him, good points cost value, that's why he's such a cheap hero. Again, he's got the blues, he's got the reds, and he's got the sort of an older representation of him with the grey hair. Again, these finecast, metal, finecast. So I got these guys quite late in the game. Funny things happen, like the axe we got bent. That one's not bad, but yeah, just funny wee things like that. I would prefer to have the metal ones, but these guys are quite cool anyway, just in the meantime. So Balin's really good. He's just quite good for charging around, fight 6, getting those strikes away and things, and going toe to toe with enemy heroes and things. So he's quite a good leader. Oh, no, not a leader, a warband captain kind of thing. Just charging them around and having a bit of fun. And one of everyone's favourites, which is Gimli. He's of course a must-have for the Force, and this is kind of like pre-fellowship for Gimli. So the theme of this Force was the Balin's being attacked, and basically Dane and Gimli have come to aid out Balin against Moria goblins or something like that. And Flurry's of course there with Balin, I think, or he's probably there with Dane, and the King's Champions come along with Dane as well. So that was the theme of the Force, and it's kind of like Gimli's first expedition as a warrior, to trying to prove his worth kind of thing. So that was the idea behind the Force, and the cousins come with Dane, and Balin's got a wee regiment of, sort of accents, shieldmen and bowmen, which you'll see in the next video. With those warriors. So that was kind of the story of the theme of it. At 800 points, you get the 5 heroes, you get a heap of might, you get the special ability of Flurry, you get fight 6 for Gimli and Balin, and then of course you get the strength 5 beast and the banners. So you basically get 2 banners, 2 strength 6, 1 special ability from Flurry, and then of course you get some extra goodies with the warriors that you'll see in the next video. But yeah, this has been a quick sum up of well, not so quick at 7 minutes, but a relatively summed up version of the heroes. Hope you enjoyed seeing them and sort of getting to know what my kind of style is and my thinking and thought process behind this sort of stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Remember, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, if you like them, if you think that they should be different colors, or if something would work better. Or if you have any suggestions for any extra models. Cheers.